Hey, what is up, guys? Teacher Ben here. So we are talking about the day in the NFL, and I do want to talk about the purple elephant in the room. What in the world has happened to the Kansas City Chiefs? 23-20. I really had this game as a cupcake. Seeing you're the defending champs, and you're playing against excuse me, the New York Jets. The New York Jets, who are now 1-3. Granted, it's a very. They claim it's a championship caliber defense, but I think everybody realizes at this moment in time. I'm just going to state the obvious. Zach Wilson is the laughing stock of the NFL. Maybe he doesn't deserve that rap, and maybe the scouting report 2 years ago when they drafted him third or whatever was off base. So he's gotten a lot of attention he may not deserve. But let's talk about the purple elephant in the room. Chiefs open up 17-0 in the first quarter. That could have put them at 68 points. Okay, so they're a little bit cocky, and they're putting it to the Jets early. And from there on, it's basically Jets all the way. Okay. Chiefs do make 2 field goals in 3 quarters. Are you kidding me? This is supposed to be the best offense in the NFL. All right. So again, we're playing against this supposedly championship caliber defense for the Jets. Okay, so 17-0 after first quarter. Let's look at some of the mistakes the Jets make as it's 23-20. It seems they're on the 50-yard line. This is the moment where they sock it to the hit them in the throat and put the defending champs on the ropes. A touchdown, they're up 27-23, and the pressure is on Mahomes. All right. Instead, Wilson makes his first turnover of the game. Are you kidding me? You're the laughing stock of the NFL. You have a chance to go up against the defending national champs, and you fumble with 7:20 left in the game. Okay, well, that's kind of what we expect. Now let's look at what the Chiefs do. The Chiefs essentially run out the clock with 7:24, and this is the supposed best defense, championship caliber defense in the NFL. We just give away. This was 3 or 4 third and longs, and basically Mahomes scrambles for every one of those first downs. And so Mahomes gets 3 first downs on third and long. All of them come off of penalties by the Jets. So something seems to be all haywire. I know Salah's a great coach, but it seems like the Jets kind of shoot themselves in the foot. The fumble, the 4 penalties, none of them bigger than the 3rd and 20, where the interception gets negated by a holding penalty. The ball was relatively close, but that holding penalty wouldn't have given the receiver a chance to bat that poorly thrown ball away. All right, so let's look at all of these third and downs, third and longs that the Chiefs convert with 7:24 to run out the clock. Okay, Jets have them 3rd and 23. They have 60 yards to go before they get to the end zone, and we have 3rd and 23. Mahomes runs for 25. Yeah, did I not mention Mahomes is not really known as a runner? Okay, but you let him get 25. Wow. Okay, I get the prevent defense. All right. Now, one of the many penalties comes on a 3rd and 20. They get the 25 yards. They get from the 40 of the Kansas City to the 40 of the New York Jets. And we've got another 3rd and 20. They make no yards. And we've got a 3rd and 20. And Mahomes throws a pick. All of this negated by Sauce Gardner, I believe was his name. And he holds the receiver. The ball was not really in a position for the receiver to bat it away. Very poorly thrown ball. The interception gets negated. Um, yeah, and they would have had three timeouts going the other way. Um, so that would have given Zach Wilson another chance to win the game, all negated by another penalty. Okay, so you have one fumble by Wilson, and then you have the interception negated by a penalty. We have 3rd and 1, and the Chiefs get 2 yards. It seems like a very clever play by Andy Reid. You put Travis Kelce as the quarterback, direct snap to Kelce, and instead of, you would think Kelce would run it, but he instead hands it off to McKinnon. McKinnon gets 2. Yeah, I did see a lot of the Jets just going haywire about covering Kelce. So genius decision there to put Kelce at quarterback with the biggest, one of the biggest plays on the game. And surprise, we have no penalty on the Jets. All right. Now we have yet again 3rd and 8. And the game still could be lost by the Chiefs at this point. 3rd and 8, yet again, Mahomes scrambles. Okay. And yeah, I really don't know what to say about the Jets just letting Mahomes scramble for all these first downs with the game on the line. So game over. Final drive. There were 3 separate third downs, third and longs. Um, I don't see this offense really rolling other than the first quarter. Um, Not feeling like the other teams should be very scared of the Chiefs. And let's talk about Kelsey. It seems like he's gotten old. I did see his uh, yards per game going down last year, but he was having some huge amount of crucial touchdowns and records. So I didn't think a whole lot about it last year. I did, think maybe a little decline, but maybe the clutch was up. He was coming through in the clutch. Tonight, 60 yards from Kelsey, not one touchdown. So we continuously see Kelsey not getting more than 60 yards of receiving a game. Okay. Um, let's look at Mahomes. Not a very wonderful, like 6 yards an attempt, not a great quarterback rating. We did have the 2 picks and essentially 3, except for the penalty. Let's look at the wide receivers here. Okay, so not one wide receiver gets more than 30 yards. We have Rashid Rice and Kadarius Toney. So if I'm an opposing team, I'm not tremendously scared of Kadarius Toney, and Rashid Rice. I'm not sure what the deal is with him. Promising rookie, but only 30 yards tonight. Okay, so let's look at the options Mahomes has when he passes it. Obviously, Kelsey, great option. All right, but the other guy who's getting the high end of receiving yards per game is Noah Gray. Noah Gray gets the touchdown tonight. So you do have 2 quality tight ends, and actually the running back, yeah, forget what his name was, Isaiah Pacheco. And so Isaiah Pacheco gets like 40 yards receiving. So if you're a defense, you're saying the wide receivers aren't going to do it. Maybe the tight ends and the running backs, they've got a few big guys who can kind of bully their way in there. But I wouldn't be too afraid of the wide receivers. Okay, so again, the purple elephant in the room, the defending champs need some massive breaks, and we're talking about beating Zach Wilson here. It seems like the last 3 games, the other teams have blown Zach Wilson out. Not for the defending champs tonight. Okay, maybe it's the coming out party for Zach Wilson. I don't think so. He fumbled with 7:45 to go, game on the line. So kind of like before we start to think Zach Wilson has come of age, boom, the fumble. All right. I say so. Some closing thoughts here. I do see signs of, maybe Mahomes is a little fatigued. The past 3 or 4 years been to the Super Bowl. The Final Four, one of those years. I believe Uh, so there's been three Super Bowls in 4 years, I believe. And so to me, it wouldn't surprise me if Mahomes was a little fatigued. Um, and wouldn't put it past him to go out and have a great game next week. But um, it does seem like Kelsey is getting old. Wouldn't surprise me if he comes and puts up a huge game. And then again, the lack of wide receiver options. So there you have it. 10 and a half minutes here on the defending champs. So, yeah, I think it's Worry Town in Kansas City. Have a nice night, Teacher Ben. Bye bye.